today we're going to be piecing together a whole bunch of stuff that we've been talking about in previous videos. We'll be discussing a 32 inside zone left, just a simple inside run play. This is also going to give us a chance to talk to the running backs and give them an understanding of what choices they have to make to find the open running lane. Okay, so we'll break it down referring back to previous videos as well. So 32, referring to our formation, means on the field side we'll have 3 receivers, and the 2 on the boundary side we'll have 2. Makes it fairly easy. On the defensive side we got 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers, and their gap control will be the rush to the outside contain, the Q, the quick, other side with a nose, and a tackle in the B and A gaps, with the Mike attacking the other A gap and the Will in the B. Okay, an inside zone run just means that there's no designated hole that they're going to be looking to run through. There is a typical way that they're going to go through, but we'll break that down in a minute. And inside means for no reason should they be bouncing it to the outsides. We're allowing the defensive ends to take that contain, and we're going to attack these gaps. Okay, so on a typical look, our halfback is going to step up and head towards the B gap. Okay, so then we get to our blocking scheme and how this is going to change. This is a zone style block. We'll get that to it in another video, but we'll go through the blocking specific for this play. All right. So we'll go from left to right. Should everything go normally and all our defensive linemen and linebackers maintain their individual basic gap responsibilities, the quick's going to go to the outside, and our left offensive tackle is just going to ride him out that way. He, under no circumstances, is to allow him to come in this. So this part of our field is pretty well dead. If you go there, you're getting hit. Okay, you got the quick to worry about, and even if you get around him, the Will's going to come down on you as well. So you got no help over there. Don't go that way. All right, next up, the nose is most likely going to fire through that A, and then we have a double team block. So our center and our left guard are going to double team that nose, and then our guard is going to continue on to take that Will. Okay, so they're shoving off, knock them back, and continue to the next man. Okay, with on our far side, our Mike is going to have to keep an eye on this A gap. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to do a similar blocking style. So we're going to double team as well. So we're going to go 1 and 2 with our right offensive guard continuing on to the Mike. So you're going to notice something. Our rush, our strong side defensive end here is not covered, but that's okay. We're not running towards that side, and we're allowing this QB to do a read. What that means is he's going to be watching just this man. Okay? If this guy decides to chase the ball and he cuts in really hard and he says, hey, you know what, I'm trying to get this hit in the backfield, I'm going for our running back, great. Our quarterback's job is then to pull the ball away from the running back and run it. Okay? So that takes care of this man. We are really just isolating him, and depending on what he does, we'll still get yardage and we'll continue on because we'll have our receivers take our blocks on this far side with everybody else now accounted for. So then, in the event that this rushing D end maintains his contain responsibilities, we're going to hand the ball off and the play will continue as normal. Okay, so he runs this way, both our linebackers are covered, our rushing end is now taken care of, so we don't have to worry about him, and we're going to wind up going through this gap here for some positive yards. Okay, so now what are the reads for our running back and how is this going to get kind of out of whack? All right, so originally we're aiming for just outside of this guard's hip. We're looking to get to that B gap. Great. The first thing we're going to be reading though is this nose right here. That's the first thing you're looking at as a running back, okay? And you're going to have a choice. We'll illustrate your choices in yellow. So your first choice is going to be coming around over here. We're watching this nose. If for some reason this nose decides, hey, you know what? I'm going to shoot in over this way and I'm going to beat that area, beats my guard. Okay, very simple. I'm going to start cutting up this way. So that's our first choice. Then we're going to have a second one. So at this point, we don't immediately start running this way. Our eyes move from this nose to this tackle. And we're going to do the same thing to this guy. So we have two choices here. We're going to cut up through this hole, or we're going to boogie our way over this way. And the only reason we're going to boogie that way is, again, if this tackle changes what gap they're responsible for, we're going to just cut it up. So you have three places you could possibly run here. Our blocks all are going to stay the same. We're going to maintain that there's our responsibilities, and this should come up with positive yardage every time. So running backs, to quickly recap, our first choice is here. We're watching the nose. We're either continuing onto the B gap, or we're going to double back and probably hit more of just up our center. And then if the tackle comes in, that brings us to our second choice, which allows us to take the far side B gap-ish. Okay? Hopefully this was helpful. As always, please like and share. If you have any comments, feel free to ask them. We'll answer them as quickly as possible. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, and we'll have more videos to come. Take care for now.
Are you listening? Damn.